Okay, today I am installing a Intrepid, aka Ramchargers, dual fan on Michael P's Grand National. This one here usually works really well, works better than the stock fan, works really good with any radiator you throw at it. This just happens to be an F-body. Couple things with the wiring. You can see the colors, how they line up. Okay, these are the grounds. One goes to one fan, one goes to the other fan. And the red is high speed and the blue is low speed. Caspers makes a cute little adapter which you can buy relatively cheap, which will plug in, and it'll take these guys and run them over here, and the grounds run them over there. So it runs them in full-time speed anytime the fan's on. The fan is triggered by the ECM, which is right here, which depends on your chip or wherever you have it set, which generally is between 165 and 180, depending on where you have it. And it's driven by the low-speed coolant fan relay, which I believe is about 30 amps. Something that I do is I will separate these, and I will have one side for high speed, one side for low speed. I will use the plug off the old fan or just buy a pigtail from Caspers. This plug will plug into your harness, and one side is high speed, one side is low speed. I know we're going to say, no, I want to run them at high speed all the time. Well, so do I. All you have to do is know how to read a schematic. And you can see the high speed coolant fan relay is triggered a couple ways. It's triggered by the AC pressure switch, or it's triggered by the coolant fan switch, coolant temperature switch on the intake, which is right there. If I remember correctly, this triggers at about 240 degrees. That's a little too high. So what you can do is this green wire here, which is ECM controlled to low speed relay. You can make a jumper deep down in the harness and nobody will ever see it if you know what you're doing. And you can command both these relays to come on at the same time, which is what I like to do. Because now I have two relays, which are right there, driving both the fans. So say the fans are rated, or the relays are rated at about 30 amps. Well, once they get going, they're not going to draw that much. But on the initial startup, they can't. And when they do, what happens is the heat is usually transferred on the left side pin, which is right here. It gets nice and hot, and it slowly but surely pulls out either on this side or the harness side, and then you're left with no fan operation at all. So this is just one man's take on how to do it. There are other ways to do it. There are other fans for these vehicles that work quite well. This is a pretty cheap way, and if you have basic electrical knowledge, you can take what you got and you can build a better mousetrap, so to speak. So I'll get busy and get this running.